So hello everyone, and for this video I'm going to discuss about the intellectual revolution. So we have the three concepts of revolutions. So first is the Copernican revolutions, the second is the Darwinian revolutions, and also the last is the Freudian revolutions. So first, Copernican revolutions. So in Copernican revolution also that showed out the transformations about the science and the technologies. So, in the early times, people questions about what created the days and nights. So, the inventions of the telescope that allowed the people to take a peek on outer space. So, but more than importantly, that is intrigued them to know that what was actually out there. So, also many Greek philosophers and intellectuals wrote about the planets and attempt to explain the movements of heavenly bodies. But a famous philosopher and astronomer, Claudius Ptolemy, stated that the planets as well as the sun and moon move circular the motions of the earth. So in this theory, there is a concept known as geocentrism. So the Ptolemy geocentric models was widely accepted by the people and was the greatest discoveries at that time. So and times passed that Nicholas Copernicus, he is also a mathematician, astronomers that challenged the Ptolemaic model. So he introduced his new concept, which is known as the heliocentrism, and which is suggested that the sun is the center of the solar systems, unlikely in the Ptolemy's theory. So this Nicholas Copernicus' idea was rejected by the public at the first, but in the after some time, the astronomers also realized that the Copernican models is simplified the orbits of the planets, which is also answered the issues that could not be explained by using the geocentric model of Ptolemy. So, it was eventually accepted by the people that at that period of time. So, that time what was the birth of modern astronomy. So, this era began what was known about the scientific revolutions, and which is resulted in the transformations of the thoughts and beliefs So, next we have the Darwinian revolution. So Charles Darwin is an English naturalist, biologist, and also a geologist that published a book on the origins of species. So, this is the theory of evolutions of man. So the evolutions of man from Australopithecus and followed by the Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and the Homo neanderthalensis, and now that he concluded that we are the Homo sapiens. So in in his theory, he stated that the organisms have the ability to adapt the environment. So it is gradually changed into something that the organisms can be the organisms would be competitive to survive. So the process have known that there is an evolutions. So this is on his theory. So uh, next we have the Freudian revolutions. So the Freudian revolutions are the father of the psychology. So psychology was considered as more of an art and rather than a science. So in the 19th century, Sigmund Freud was able to change the concept, the perceptions of psychologists and revolutionary theory of psychoanalysis. So psychoanalysis is the study about the behavior of human and also the emotions. So he also argued that personality is a product of three conflicting elements. So we have the id, the ego, and the superego. So these science headliners brushed the legitimacy of psychoanalysis. So many believe that Freud theory had no scientific basis or experimental data that can support on his theory. But sooner, uh, people were able to understand on his concepts about the psychoanalysis, which is eventually resulted classifying psychology as a science. So this revolutionizing the theories that are just of many scientific ideas that transformed into a model societies and beliefs. So, through scientific research expectations, people will continue a deeper and their understanding about the world and the universe. So, that is my conclusions, and I thank you for watching, and God bless.